Hi friends, it's Dyra. Welcome back to my channel. So in today's video, I wanted to give you guys a realistic look at keratin treatments for natural curly hair. This is my sister. You've seen her plenty times on my videos. The last time I did her hair, I colored her hair. But she's used to getting keratin treatments, so we do them every, I'll say about 6 months. So she was due for one. The company that I am using for her keratin is called Cliove, and they are a company that uses 50% natural ingredients in their products. They use argan oil, coconut oil, and olive oil, which helps in nourishment of the hair. So the steps are shampooing the hair with a clarifying shampoo first. Then I will have to blow dry, then apply the product. Then she will have to sit under the dryer for 15 minutes, and then I would blow dry and flat iron about 5 times each strand, which I never like that about keratin treatments, but it is what it is. You know, you have to do that to lock the product in. So you'll see me do all of these steps, but I've done keratin treatments in the past. I've done videos for them in the past, and I get asked quite a few questions, so I wanted to take the opportunity to answer some of them now. So as you see, I have the treatment here. The company says that you can apply a little bit on the hair as a detangler at first, because after you shampoo with the clarifying shampoo, you cannot add conditioner or any type of detangler in the hair. It has to be absolutely squeaky clean with no buildup whatsoever. So you don't want to use anything to any product to detangle it. So you can use a little bit of the keratin treatment just to smooth it out, because with most keratin treatments, well, all of them that I've used, as soon as you apply the product, it softens the hair. So that does help with detangling. Okay, so now let's talk about the keratin treatment. What this does is replace any keratin loss that you might have had from styling your hair or from any chemical processes and even the sun. The main reason to get a keratin is to remove frizz. And what it does is smooths out the cuticles on your hair strands, which makes your hair more manageable. So that means it makes it easier for you to detangle and style it. It makes your hair dry quicker, which is also part of helping you be able to style it a little better. And it makes your hair shinier. The main reason that most of my clients who get the keratin get it is because they may sweat a lot, which in turn causes their hair to frizz up quickly, and they don't get longevity from their styles. So the keratin allows them to prolong any style that they may have without their hair frizzing up. Now, another question that I've gotten a lot is, does it knock down your curl pattern? And the answer is yes. How much depends on the person. Some people can get it and they will knock down their curl pattern just a little bit, and then there's some people where the keratin will make their hair straight. I get asked the question a lot, if, is this something that you think I should do? And that's a really hard question for me to answer for people who are not my clients. With my clients that are my regulars and I see all the time, I pretty much know their lifestyle. I know their feelings about their hair and certain things that they like and they don't like. And I have a pretty good idea of what they would be happy with or not, so I can make suggestions based on that. I mainly will offer it to my clients who are possibly at the edge of getting a relaxer because they just are tired of the frizz, or their hair is just so unmanageable for them and they don't not want to, but people have budgets. They can't come see me every, other day to get their hair done. So they want to do something to their hair that will make it more manageable, so they can take care of it. Excuse me, y'all, I can't speak tonight. So they can take care of it themselves. So I would suggest this, and for the most part, for the people that have suggested to, it ends up being a lifesaver. And that's one of the reasons why my sister gets it all the time. Now, it does wear off. It lasts about between 4 to 6 months in that time frame, and you'll start to notice that the keratin is leaving your hair because it starts going back to the normal state it was before you got the keratin. I have had situations where someone's hair did not go all the way back to curly right away. It does always go back, but it may take a little bit, but that does not happen often. But I like to mention it because I like to be honest with people, so people can make decisions based on correct information. Now, you saw me apply the treatment, and I did use a rat tail comb. That is another thing that I was getting comments on my other keratin videos. The reason that I use a small tooth comb like that to apply the product, well, not to apply the product, is to comb it through, is because you want to make sure that the product goes on all of the strands, and the best way to do that is to comb it through. Now, I'm not causing damage using a fine tooth comb because, as I stated earlier, as soon as you apply the product onto the hair softens, so it almost kind of feels like a conditioner, for one. And for two, you do detangle the hair. You've seen how I detangled it with the wet brush, so the hair is already detangled prior to me applying the product. So I'm not ripping the hair off in any sense. If anything, this is the part right here that I hate the most, is having to use a flat iron and having to do around 5 to 7 passes until you see the hair become shiny. That is something that you have to do to seal the keratin in. Alright guys, so this is what her hair looks like when I am done flat ironing her hair. And I forgot to mention that I did use the temperature of 420 for her hair. So yeah, I flat ironed it, and then this collection also comes with a hair serum that you can use when you're done to smooth any flyaways or also give it some shine. And then what she will want to do is just keep her hair straight for the next 3 days so that the keratin can set in. You don't want to get it wet. So yeah, you just basically leave your hair alone for the next few days. Now, my sister's purpose for getting her keratin is just to reduce the frizz and to make it more manageable for her is the main reason, so that she can do it on her own without having to come see me. So I had her come back and allow me to do a wash and go. Now this is, I believe it was 4 days, maybe later, 4 or 5 days later. Her hair is still straight. She asked me to trim it, so before I shampooed her hair, I did give it a nice trim. So that's what you'll see me doing here. So the first thing that I'm going to do is to shampoo her hair, and this company, Cliove, has a keratin shampoo and conditioner, and it is sulfate free. Anytime you get a keratin treatment, you must wash your hair, well, shampoo your hair with a sulfate free shampoo. And the reason for that is that sulfates start to break down the keratin. As I stated before, it only lasts for about 4 months to 6 months, depending on how often you wash your hair. So you don't want to start breaking the keratin down because it won't last as long. So the reason why I'm showing you this part, the actual shampoo process and me applying the mask, is because I want you to see how silky her curls look already. And I was able to detangle her hair in a fraction of the time that I was able to do it the first time. She has since shampooed her own hair since this video, and she tells me that she absolutely loves it. It's so easy to comb through her hair, and yeah, she loves it. It made it so much silkier for her to be able to do it herself. And here you see in real time, I'm showing you how easy it is to detangle her hair now, but you can also see her hair still has texture. So as I stated in the beginning of the video, normally I would not give my sister a wash and go set. She's only allowing me to do this for the purpose of this video so that I can show you guys what it looks like after you shampoo your hair after getting a keratin. I've shown the first step several times, but I've never shown what the hair looks like afterwards, and I've gotten quite a few people ask me that. So that's why I'm adding this part of this video, so it can help you make the decision if you're on the fence about getting a keratin. So, you know, like I said, she does it for it to be more manageable. It is winter time now, so she doesn't really wear her hair curly as much, but she does love that during the summertime she can do her wash and go and put it in a puff, because that's mainly the way she wears it. When she does a wash and go, she'll leave the back puffy, and in the front, well, kind of like what you saw in the beginning of the video, which I'll show again so that you guys can see. She'll basically brush it back into a puff. So what I put into her hair was the Design Essentials coconut milk, I think that's what, yeah, it was the coconut milk leave-in conditioner, and then I also use the foam that goes along with that, but I also use some of the We Dot gel, which I absolutely love. Is one of my favorite gels for curly hair, and then I'm just combing it through. Normally I wouldn't even take this long with a wash and go set. I feel like with a wash and go you should be able to put in a very minimal amount of product, comb it through, and then just let your hair dry, and you can get the curls that you want. In my opinion, a wash and go should be exactly what it is. You wash it, throw some stuff in it, and go. So as you can see while I'm applying this, as we start getting to the top, her hair is straighter than the back. And the reason for this is that in a lot of us, the front and top of our hair is straighter than the back. And in my opinion, is for several reasons. For one, we do apply a lot of product in the front of our hair to stretch it back, to put it in a ponytail, put it up in a bun. So we're constantly stretching the top of our hair, and also we're getting a lot more sun on the top of our hair, so it's more exposed than the back. That's why a lot of us curly girls have those tight curls in the back, and then the top is just a little bit weaker. So when I applied the keratin, it did knock down her curls everywhere, but since her curls on the top were already looser than the back, of course what you're going to see is looser curls in the back than what she had, and even looser curls on the top than what she had. And this is mainly the part that I wanted you guys to see. When you're making a decision of what you want to do with your hair, it needs to be something that works for you. Now, like I said before, as you can see, my sister had her hair up in a bun. You can still see the indent, and she would leave the rest of it curled. So for her, the curls in the front being looser is not a big deal because she puts it back anyway. So she's happy when her curls are, you know, looser in the front, but this works for her. So right here, after I applied the product, I did allow her to sit under the dryer till it dried, and then I applied my own product, the Love and Health Shine Spray, and it's called Seal the Deal. So this is the finished look for today. Her curls are nice and moisturized. They are practically frizz-free, and it will stay like this for several days, and even when she goes to shampoo her hair again, it will not look how it did before. It won't get super frizzy. So yeah, this is what works for her. This is what she loves. It helps her to manage her hair when she wants to wear it straight, and it keeps it frizz-free for when she wants to wear it curly. Let me know in the comments down below what you think and if it's something that you will do. I will be leaving Cliove's information down in the description box, also with a link to get a discount if you are interested in purchasing their products. You can check for that in the description box down below. Guys, thank you so much for watching. I feel like I talked you guys ear to death today. Please make sure to like and subscribe. Thank you so much for watching, and I'll see you in my next video.